Alright guys, we're gonna do a quick maintenance video here, a YouTube maintenance video on the F-150. It's a 4x4 and I believe it's the actuator that's gone out on it or is going out on it, or there's a vacuum leak somewhere, because every once in a while when I'm driving, I'm trying to see what's gonna happen right now because I'm gonna go through a few bumps right now here on this road. But every once in a while I'm driving, it gives me a little rattle clinking noise from the hub, the front hub on the cart. Actually here, right here, let's see if it works. Alright, you hear that little... Alright guys, so this is everything that we're going to use for today's project. That is a 21 wrench, 18 and a 5/16 socket, 18, 15, 12, 10, 8 and some extensions, the socket wrench, some screwdrivers, and the jack, and a small hammer or this little sledgehammer, something to hit the ball joints off. This is the actuator. I'm going to open it up a little bit. So you notice that actually this gap that's here is actually to pull out the gears here. This, you pull it out, actually pops out. You get a little dirty here, but see, it pops out. So you can replace this without having to change the whole hub. It's good to know. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and jack up the truck and remove the wheel. Alright, so first we're going to get to the jack. Right, to just secure it with something back there, or even just a brick or a piece of a good thick piece of wood, maybe a small 4x4. Now we can come down here, start jacking it up. Alright, so you want to make sure everything in here is secure. Alright, make sure nothing is in the way here. So this is just a 1.5 inch spacer. This is what we're replacing right in there. Alright, so this is a 21 inch. Best if you have an actual wrench. So once this is out, you might have to bang on this a little bit. Just be careful not to bend it or to strip it. But usually if you just turn, this little comes right out. It came right off. Okay, so this is an 18 millimeter. I already loosened. Oh shit, wrong one. 18. That's 19. Where's my 18? So that's 18. Let's see here. Alright, so just banged it on here a little bit and got loose. This thing might need to be replaced, it's kind of loose. In the back, you can see this is where the arm connects to the hub, and the actuator is right here. So we're going to remove these, probably 10 millimeters, right guys? Probably 10. So this is actually an 8 millimeter. 8 millimeters only have these small little ones, so seems kind of loose. Everything feels loose, man. Should be 3 of these. Okay, all 3 of these 8mm screws are removed. 3 of them. And again, there's 1, 2, and 3. You know, this whole thing just kind of turns by itself now. Alright, I did unplug the vacuum hose. There's a vacuum hose that actually keeps the actuator out. Okay, so now that this whole thing is open and loose, we're gonna remove the cap here and remove the actual center nut that's in there. Okay. Bam. So this is the cap right there. Okay, so you just kind of put a screwdriver next to it and pop it out on both sides. Eventually it comes out. And don't forget to loosen up these here because it's holding it in, stretching this whole line. So I'm gonna loosen these up now. So let's compare these now. Interior hub is like stuck in there, huh? This is just the outer piece. Where's the rest of it? Still in there. This thing is definitely broken off. And the teeth are not that bad, actually, it's just it broke. Separated from the rest of it. Still pretty well grooved teeth here. This one is teeth. So this is how it engages forward drive, disengages forward drive. Alright, so you gotta make sure these teeth in here go in straight so you can tighten it up the 15mm bolt in here. This helped by just putting the steering arm, I guess, back in to kind of hold things tight, and then just barely locate this in here. I'm gonna have to jack this up all the way to bolt this back on. Okay, but looks like it's in now. Just gotta screw in the nuts back here. Put these back in there, but see how it's not lined up? So I'm gonna just push it and turn it a little bit. Might have to loosen up the hub nut here. Let's see the vacuum. There it goes, see? So what happened is, turn the truck on, the vacuum sucks in the gear, so it prevents it from connecting forward up, and you can actually turn the actuator. You can actually turn it left and right to line up the little 8mm screws. Alright, so this is what's happening now. When I'm trying to screw in the ball joint, the whole thing is turning. You can tell in there, see the whole thing's turning? So this is when you use this to hold it, and then you need an actual wrench to tighten it. Okay, so this is what you do. So the top one, 18mm, right? The bottom is about 5/16. See that? And you have to even actually this will work perfect. If you have one of these that has a ratchet on there, you can actually see this holds the ball joint, and the other one tightens it up. And these have to be like 150 pounds of torque, so I gotta get my torque wrench and just sucker up. So you can get some leverage is to two of these together. Just like that. Alright guys, so that's it. You just gotta go back and make sure this, all four of these tighten back up, and then of course your wheel. Oh, I haven't put this back on, so this needs to go back in here. See, this is a good practice also to put the screws back where they were, so you don't lose them. You know where they go. Alright, so this goes back in there, and that goes back up there, and that's it. I'm gonna put the wheel back together now and test it and make sure everything works right. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out some of the other videos I have.